Hi everybody, it's Nicole, and I have not been on here for a hot minute. The last couple of years have been kind of a back and forth roller coaster thing with the pandemic. I think it's like that for pretty much just about everybody. I decided to try to get back into this. I got motivated to do this again, and I thought playing a different kind of game to kind of come back to start with would be kind of cool. So I'm gonna play a fan game that is, based off of Undertale. And this particular fan game is called Dating Start. Okay, so we got our game right here. Game info, I should say. Basically kind of summarizes a fan visual novel where you get to fall in love with Sans. Kind of an interesting thing, because it's like, I felt like for a lot of characters, I don't know, in Undertale there's like only a couple of like canon ships and everything like that, and so when it comes down to like playing a game where someone is not a romantic interest by default becomes the romance interest by default. So basically it's saying it's not affiliated, not commercial, it's also based off of the Undertale game, like it said. Essentially, you could fall in love with Sans the skeleton. You can also befriend others along the way, have fun spending more time with the monsters you've grown to love. And it shows kind of here this part, like, one dateable skeleton named Sans. Meaningful choices, meaningful moments. 4+ hours of playtime. Okay, that's actually not too bad for a fan game. I imagine a lot of these usually being less than that, but I'll still link in the description of the game anyway. And, yeah, essentially these are just regular questions and stuff, and I've heard really good things about this. So, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and start the game. Long ago, war broke out between two races, humans and monsters. After a long battle, humans emerged victorious and sealed the monsters underground. One day, a human climbed Mount Ebot and fell to the underground. As they traveled the world below, they made many monster friends along the way. But at the end of their journey, the human vanished. How dare you, Frisk? Along with 6 human souls. How dare you, Frisk? And Asgore, king of the monsters, was destroyed. That's so sad. Ever since then, the monsters continue to look for a way to leave the underground. If for one human can become friends with monsters, then perhaps there is a chance for humans and monsters to exist peacefully together. As friends, as family, and maybe even dating start. Okay, toggleable screen, take a screenshot. Okay, alright. With that being said, let's do begin game. Name the human following. Okay. I was gonna go with, like, Knight, like my nickname, figuring that'd be cool, but if I really want to personalize myself with the experience, I might as well go for something like my actual name, like Nicole. Gotta reach. Okay. And then we're gonna enter to confirm and get started. You finally wake up after being unconscious for who knows how long. The room is quiet, save for the rustling of the golden flowers beneath you as you sit up. You sit still, taking in your surroundings. In your hand is a stick. Not just any stick. A Mount Ebot stick. Ebot, Ebot, Obi, Bep. We'll get a confirmation how to pronounce that one day. That's not today. It seems nice and sturdy. A bit heavy, too. A few whacks won't be enough to break this thing. You must have grabbed it while you were falling. Falling. That's right. You had fallen. and these golden flowers beneath you must have broken your fall. Granted, you still feel sore in some spots. As you look up, the walls of this room climb higher and higher and higher, with no end in sight. Well, so much for climbing our way out. That would have been quick and easy, I guess, but nah. The only way to go is forward. Walking into the next room, you notice that it's quiet here too. There's not much except for a small patch of grass in the middle. Up ahead is a large stone doorway, much like the one you just walked through. Bruh, excuse me? You get the feeling you're not alone. Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you how things work around here. After all, I could tell you're here for a very specific reason. Shut up, Flowey, don't call me out like this. Shut up. You're looking for love, right? Why, look at your LV. You only have a love of 1. But from what I see in your soul, you have the potential for a max LV of 10. Lucky for you, I can help you out. I have plenty of love to give. I really don't want your love. I don't want your love, Flowey. But only if you want it. I say no. So how about it? Do you want some love? Gonna go with, no. You shake your head, rejecting Flowey's offer. No. Didn't anyone ever teach you it's rude to refuse a gift? Or are you scared? I promise these friendliness pellets are chock full of nothing but pure love. All you have to do is stand still so they touch your soul. Easy, right? Here we go. Dodge or do not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a no on that. The bullets dart towards you, and you dodge out of the way. Uh-oh, Flowey did not like this. You know what's going on here, don't you? Yeah, kinda. I'm sorry to deceive you, Flowey, but you were trying to deceive me first. You just wanted to see me suffer. Yes. Yes. Yes? Yes. Die. Flowey's laughter fades as the circle of bullets encloses in on you. The gaps in the circle grow smaller and smaller until there's no escape. You feel the bullets singe your entire being as they hover right above your soul. You shut your eyes tight. I love that. Seriously, one of the best moments in freaking Undertale altogether, if I can say that much. But nothing happens. Flowey is nowhere to be found. But you still feel like you're not alone. Yeah, you think? Human. The stick that was in your hand snaps in half like it was nothing. You feel a presence behind you, waiting. And a voice seems to breathe right into your ear. How about you don't get in my ear? No, no, no. Anyway. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand. Taking a deep breath, you turn around cautiously. But all you see is a silhouette. The shadow extends a hand to you. Then after gathering the courage to do so, you reach out and take the stranger's hand. Just gonna do this subtly like this. Okay, yep, like that. If we don't know this character for anything else other than being a troll, alright. The old whoopee cushion and the hand trick. It's always funny. Sure it is. I'm Sans. Sans the skeleton. Can you believe that guy? Good thing you decided to leave you alone. Oh god, the puns. We'll be fine.
Liar!
So you're a human, right? Wow. I haven't seen a human down here since, well, since the last human that fell down here. You wouldn't happen to know that human, would you? Sans, if we did, then, that'd be way too many people for you to know. Actually, don't answer that. It was kind of a weird question. It's not like every human that falls to the underground knows each other, right? Yeah, that would be 7 billion people to know each other with. That's a lot. Anyway, I pass by here every day to check if any humans have fallen. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm not gonna capture you or anything. What's with everyone saying something about capturing? I'm just gonna take you to see a friend of mine. I'm sure she'd love to see another human. She used to check the ruins for humans herself. Lately, though, she's been pretty busy. So I've been helping her out, leading humans through the ruins. But you look like you're pretty independent, right? Why don't you go on ahead without me? I'll catch up with you. Alright, see you later, my dude. Sans saunters away, and through the doorway you just came from? You decide not to question it, and continue towards the doorway up ahead. The next few rooms are quiet, save for the crinkling leaves and soft splashing of water. You feel like you're wandering aimlessly, climbing upstairs and walking down hallways. The path seems simple enough, beginning to end. And yet, it meanders along its journey, up and down, side to side. In one room, there are switches clearly marked as correct, and one tempting switch that isn't. Thankfully, you don't have to do anything here. The path is already clear. And eventually you make it into a smaller room. Oh hey, there you are! Sans is already standing there, smiling at you. What took you so long, bitch? So I was asked to help you feel more comfortable talking to monsters. I get it. Some of us can really rattle your bones, huh? The old lady said there'd be a dummy in this room. But, I don't see one. Guess we'll have to improvise. I'll be the dummy. Dummy. After all, you can call me a bit of a numbskull. I'm just gonna need the after every other joke reference thing. Oh, my soul's out of my body. Ah. Just ah! Your breath catches in your throat as your soul leaps out. Okay, kid, it's really simple. All you gotta do is strike up a friendly conversation. Easy enough, right? Sure, easy enough. Small talk is definitely a thing I can do. Not really. Alright. Let's just talk. You ask Sans how he's doing. Sans simply shrugs. I can't complain. I got a ton of stuff done today. A skeleton. Alright, let's talk about a joke. Why did the skeleton not go to the dance? Because he had no body to go with. You make a bad pun about skeletons. Sans seems to have heard it already, but he chuckles anyway. Nice one, kiddo. Okay, I'm curious. What's the flirt button gotta do? You wink at Sans. Sans winks back at you. What? Got something in your eye? It's like, Okay, so we could talk again. You ask Sans about his hobbies. Sans shrugs again. Hobbies, huh? Does napping count? So, sure, I guess. Alright, well that went there. Another joke. You make a terrible pun about skeletons. Oh god. To be honest, you are very humorous. Anyway, moving on before I, die. Sans seems to have heard that one too. Not bad. You're pretty humorous, eh? Huh? Let's see what the other button with flirt does again. You tell Sans that you like his smile. You swear his smile widens. To tell you the truth, it's hard for me not to. Aww. How long can I go for this for? I don't want to be bold and sumptuous, but I want to be boring. Let's do another joke. You make a stretch of a pun about skeletons. Sans snickers, appreciating the attempt. Thanks. Sorry, kiddo. To Patella the truth, that was pretty bad. Thanks. I think that's enough practice. You feel your soul retreat back into your chest. It's only now you realize that your heart is racing. Oh, good. The soul culmination of my being thing is in my body, thank God. Good news, bad news, kiddo. Oh, God. Bad news is, you could have had a better conversation with me. Why do I not trust this? I feel like this was a situation where it didn't matter. The good news is, you'll never have to engage in an encounter just to interact with someone. That'd be just silly. That's so ridiculous. And don't worry too much about making the right choice. Just say and do what feels right when the time comes. No one's gonna judge you. I mean, unless you really screw up. You're just gonna give me a look of the soulless stare, aren't you, bud? Alright. Relax, buddy. It was just a joke. Oh, good. You'll be fine. Well, I guess I should be taking you back to the new home. Don't worry, it's not too far. Not when I know a shortcut. Ooh, your popular shortcuts. Follow me. Sans leads you towards the doorway you just came from. You don't even have a second to think of how illogical it is. The second you step foot through the doorway, you fall into nothingness. Dark, yet darker. You feel like you're floating and falling at the same time, weightless. You try to look at your hands. They aren't there, but you can still feel them. Your reflex is to find something to grab onto, to ground yourself. There's nothing to hold onto. There's nothing. Period. But in the blink of an eye... Oh, hi. Your surroundings change. Your legs buckle as your feet touch the ground once again. Oh, I freaked him out or something. What'd I do? Hey, kiddo, you okay? You try to gather your bearings, but your legs wobble, causing you to buckle once again. Oh, me and my difficult-to-balance ass would have such a difficult time with this. I got you, kiddo. Sans slides next to you, acting as a wall of support to keep you standing. Careful there. Shortcuts can be pretty disorienting the first time around. You finally manage to plant your feet on the ground, holding yourself up as best you can. Sensing your steady stance, Sans steps away. It gets easier each time, don't worry. Sans, is that you? Hey, Tori. I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Oh, is that so? Goat Mama! A human. Oh my. She flocks over to your side, and you feel her very presence towering over you. Why, hello, my child. Though, I suppose you seem to be much older than a human child, are you not? I'm only 30, it's not that old. According to only a handful of people. Still, I can't help but use that term of endearment. I hope that's alright. I found the human near the beginning of the ruins. Toriel's arms, fuzzy and warm, wrap around you in a protective hug. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, you poor innocent one. Do not be afraid. You are safe here. Doll. She lets go, and you finally take note of the cozy home you're in. The smell of buttery crust pie wafts through the air, lingering on your nose. But before you can get lost in the scent, the goat lady coaxes you out of your trance with her gentle eyes. My name is Toriel, and I am the caretaker of New Home. She's also the queen. No big deal, that's fine, fuck it. Oh, Sans, there is absolutely no need for formalities. Do not focus on my title, my child. I am just a silly old lady who worries too much. Same. Speaking of, please allow me to check if you have any injuries. I promise I will not harm you. She hovers her hands over you, hesitant almost, as if you were made of glass. What's your verdict? You don't appear to have any major injuries. That's incredible, considering the height of Mount Ebot's peak. Thank goodness you're alright. Looks like you got things taken care of here. I should get going. Are you sure you do not wish to stay a little longer, Sans? I have some snail pie left over from this morning if you'd like. Nah, I'm okay. As much as Pi would like that very much, my brother gets kinda crusty without his bedtime story. Jesus Christ. Oh, the puns. Your puns are always so fulfilling. Thank you for looking after the human, Sans. Have a good night. Sure thing, Tori. Night. Sans walks up to you and places a friendly hand on your shoulder. Take care of yourself, kid. Thank you. That's so nice. And Sans takes his leave. Toriel squeezes your hand affectionately. Well, my child, tomorrow I'll be at Ruins on royal business. You're free to explore the underground on your own. I apologize if I cannot be with you on your first day here. But worry not, the monsters will not harm you. I'm sure that you will get along just fine with everyone. Perhaps you'll even become good friends with some of them. For now, however, you should get some rest. It's been a long day, has it not? Come, I'll show you to your room. I get my own room. Toriel takes your hand and leads you down a hallway. All along the hallway are golden flowers. They're similar to the ones that broke your fall earlier. Once you both reach the end of the hallway, Toriel stops at the last door and leads you inside. Here you are. Please make yourself at home. Here are some pajamas on the bed that you can change into. She gestures the neatly folded stack of pajamas at the foot of the bed. I can wash your clothes so you have something to wear tomorrow. Oh, that'd be cool, thank you. Also, you'll find a special treat when you wake. Also, the pajamas, I'm gonna assume, hopefully, you have, like, stuff that fits, like, that's, like, already prepared. Well, all things considered. She embraces you once again, swaying with you in a silent lullaby. I know it can be daunting, being in a new world without anyone you know. Oh, perhaps I could tell you a bedtime story to put you at ease. Go ahead and change into pajamas. I'll be right back with some hot chocolate. Toriel steps out of the room, leaving the door open just a crack. You kick off your shoes and change into the pajamas, setting aside your clothes at the foot of the bed. Then you clumsily climb into the bed and pull the blanket over you. Oh, she's back. Eventually, Toriel returns with a mug of hot chocolate. A handful of mini marshmallows sits atop of a dollop of whipped cream. I can't talk. She hands it to you and you take a sip. The rich, warm chocolate makes you feel like you're drinking a comforting hug. If you're settled, my child, I have brought a story to read to you. I brought a story? We're reading a bedtime story? It's called The Little Snail in the Big New Town. Toriel tucks the covers around you so you're nice and snug. She then sits on the edge of the bed. Once upon a time, there was a little snail that moved to a big new town. At first, the snail was scared. They didn't know what they wanted to do in this new place. And the snail felt very lonely. But one day, the snail met some very nice friends. They made them feel very welcome. They even met a special friend whom they grew very close to. I wonder if that's a foreshadowing to something. With these newfound friends, the little snail wanted to explore everything. They watched a movie. They had a picnic in the park. They even got to watch fireworks on top of a building. And though the town was still very big for a little snail, the snail didn't feel so lonely anymore. The end. Oh, that's nice. With a smile, Toriel closes the book. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know you're probably too old to listen to bedtime stories, but I thought it would help you feel more at home. For now, please try to get some rest. I'll be here if you need me. Good night. Oh, do I want to jump into this immediately with good night, Mom? Let's... Because I don't want to be like, good night, Mom, and, you know, like, say, like, ignore my mom. Let's just do a regular good night. After you finish the hot chocolate, Toriel takes the empty mug from you. Standing up, she places the storybook on the shelf. Then she picks up the clothes you left at the foot of the bed. Sweet dreams, my child. The lights linger a little longer, but with a flip of a switch, They're up. And the sound of the door closing signals Toriel's leave. A wave of exhaustion washes over you, and you finally allow sleep to claim you. Dating start! I think I'm going to cut this part here for right now, so let me just save real quick. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for right now. I'll probably hop back onto the game probably the next day. And maybe record some more and stuff, edit, whatever. But up until then, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the game so far. I mean, I know it's still the beginning and everything, but it's like, it's pretty sweet. And the dialogue just sort of goes around a lot, I think. But yeah, just let me know down below if you have any feedback or comments, and yeah, we can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.